When I moved to the rural Philippines, the big question the expats asked me is it safe and how to protect myself and property? And here in the province, it isn't about living in fear, it's just about having a peace of mind and smart risk management, and most importantly, creating clear boundaries. And here, as a retired accountant, I'm big on risk mitigation and basically just having peace of mind, given that I live in a different country. And today I'll break down the 5 layers of security that we have here on the property, and some are in progress and some are already established. We've got, firstly, the fencing on the farm. We've got bars in our windows. We have security cameras. We have watchdogs, and lastly is one that's often overlooked, and I'll go through that later. And welcome back to our channel, Self-Sufficient Retirement. And today we're looking at security in the Philippines, especially out here in the province, and we've got a few construction updates around the farm. Firstly, perimeter fence. As you can see, we've started one. As soon as the button goes, please subscribe. And as you can see, up the road, fence is there, nice entryway. We're going to have a big stainless steel gate, and the perimeter fence will look the same right down the front. Down there, you can see all the building materials here. We're all set. We've basically bought most of the materials to do at least the front section of the fence. Now, why a fence is important here in the province especially is really, one, to set boundaries, because if there's no fence, people will wander on and offer your property without any worries in the world. And there's a dog. That is not our dog. Both of them are not our dogs. So another function of the fence for us is to keep other people's animals out and keep our animals in. As you can see, there is a road there, and we have lost one dog that ran out on the road and got hit by an unregistered licensed driver, and we had to pay a lot of money. Here's all the rebar. Another project with the piping there. I've just cleaned the pool, so it's all nice and clean. It's an overcast day, but we're running the pool pump, we're running washing machines, air conditioners, everything, and it's all on solar, so I'm really happy with that. So fencing. The reason why we've sort of got an updated view on security is that someone tried to break into our house. We didn't catch them, of course, but yeah, it sort of raised our awareness. Number 2 is security cameras. There's one right there. We're going to have about 8 to 10 when we find the right camera for our thing. We've got a few on there now. We've had one all the time, and we just put a second one up to look at the front of the house here. But as you can see, the window, just in the corner of the window, we hadn't noticed it before, but someone's just tried to jimmy open the window. Pity they don't know that if you look at our windows, we've actually got steel bars inside there. You can't actually see the steel bars from the outside because of the reflective windows, but anyway, they tried. They would have got a rude shock if they did get the window open with all the bars there. So we've got bars, we've got the security cameras, they'll come shortly. Another one which I didn't mention, on our external doors, we've got smart locks on a few of our external doors, and also our bedroom door has a smart lock on there. That way we can just shut the doors and not have to worry about carrying keys around if we're walking on other parts of the farm. It's a bit of construction updates. Today's actually Sunday, so no one's supposed to be working today. It's an overcast day, but we have a construction project just about to start, and they didn't have any lumber, so they've just cut down that coconut tree, which was right in the centre of the screen there. You just see the stump there. They've cut that down, and they'll break that down into usable wood, so we can get on to our next construction project. Actually, 2 construction projects. There really isn't anything like fresh coconut water straight from the coconut. So I'll just leave the guys there, and I'll keep cutting up the lumber there. This is not our dog. This is actually Kerwin's dog. He works for us. His dog is over here every day now, just visiting. Got a few visiting cats as well. In the distance here, we have the start of our security fleet, a fleet of dogs. We've got Donna in the middle, and that's Donna's puppy on the left, and Bunny the goat on the right. But Donna is an excellent security dog. She notices everything, and she loves jumping at people. Friendly, of course, but Filipinos are scared of dogs because we've got rabies over here. So um, there you go. That's the project number one. Just built a little dog shelter over there, just back of the pool there, and that's where Donna will just hang out over there. Now back to project number two is going to be redoing the roof. As you can see, there's holes in the roof here, and we'll get to that in a little bit as to why we're wanting to do that. Another project we're tackling possibly this week. There's all those culverts there. Um, Another set of guys have dug, Pedro and his crew have dug down into the well here just to give us a few extra meters. That's all the soil and clay they've dug out. They're going to put the cut. It's a really old well, and there's no culverts in there, so they're going to put some culverts down there to try and clean the water up a bit. At the moment, just hooked a little pulley and bucket, and it's all manual. And the guys making the fence, obviously, concreting needs a lot of water, so they're manually getting the water up with the bucket. And just as I head round the two-story greenhouse here, you will see in the garage here, we've just got a little bit of cement there, just ready to attack the rest of the fence. And also the fence is an ongoing project. It'll probably go for another 2 months or so. And this is stainless steel tubing. This is what they're going to make our front gate out of. All be fabricated here on site. Got some very talented people working for us. There'll be another little gate in here. And just to come back to the pig pen, the reason why we're tacking this now and fixing the roof is because our darling little piggy here, she's pregnant and she's due mid to end of September. So we want to make sure everything's nice and fixed for her before she has her babies. It's been a long time coming. She's tried a few times to get her pregnant, but this time it held. So hopefully things will go okay. Another goat. Goats just hang around everywhere. They're all tied up to try and keep them off the growing coconuts. Those two are our babies that were born in January this year. They're both boys, so they'll go fairly soon. Some jackfruit. We recently just harvested some jackfruit. We sold about 100 kilo of jackfruit. The goats are munching on some papaya, some overripe papaya. There's munching on. And really, the whole security aspect, it really comes down to keeping these guys inside, keeping these guys safe. It's really, that's the priority. Then we mightn't have to tie them up as much if we have a proper fence. They can keep them in. And our makeshift doghouse here, we've got puppies. There's 5 little puppies in there, only a few weeks old, and nice mama. Now, the last security item, which I nearly forgot about, is so very basic. It's just being good to your neighbours. We don't actually have any neighbours, but being good to the people around you, because they will have your back and they will watch your property if you're not there. So just be good to your neighbours. Makes a huge difference to where you live. Now, as you can see, we just started to grow some things, and this will increase greatly over the coming months. We're just sort of testing a few things. Over here, some tomatoes and whatnot, just trying different ways to grow things, just to see what we can grow and then start to grow it seriously so we can eat off the farm. Here's some nearly ripe papaya. We used to have about 20 papaya trees, but we lost most of them in last year's typhoon. We've got probably half a dozen, I think, now at the moment. Plenty of papaya up there. And just to the left, I didn't show it, but there's a nice big bunch of bananas nearly ready as well. Another construction project that's just happened. I didn't realise it happened, but it's just happened. Our chicken pen has just been fixed. That post on the left is just all collapsed, the corner post, because a massive branch from the mango tree fell on it and crushed it all. Here you can see what it looked like last week. And so it's all been fixed this week. And yeah, a bit of mowing to do there, but that will happen. Some calamansi trees. Now, in the next week, we'll be doing videos on bit of our background here, and also what everyone's been waiting for is a costing video on how much it's cost to put all of this together. So stay tuned for that.